Hey everybody, and welcome to another Cricut Craft tutorial. Before we get started, be sure to head over to my Instagram and give that a follow. I post a lot of fun things over there, including crafts that I don't actually make tutorials for, but I just do for fun, so it's a lot of fun to check that out. I would love to give you a follow back as well, so be sure to head over there. In today's video, we are going to talk and show you how to use the new Starcraft Puff HTV. This HTV is fantastic, and I'm so excited that they came out with this line. It's currently available in black and white with more colors to come soon, I am sure. What I love about this product is it's super easy to use and it feels really nice on the shirt. This shirt is puff vinyl. This is the shirt that we're going to make in the video. I've been wearing this all day just to see if I like it and see how it feels. And honestly, I can't even feel it on my shirt against my skin, which to me is really important. If I'm going to put vinyl on a shirt, I want it to be comfortable. I don't want it to feel heavy or hot, and this is a great product. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to working with this Puff HTV because there's a couple special things that you need to do to make sure that it gives you the good puff that you want. And then also we'll talk about some of the washing instructions because those are super important that you follow those when you wash your shirt to make sure that you have the maximum longevity of your Puff HTV. So let's get started. We'll start over in Design Space and I'm going to show you how to load this design.
Whatever we would do, we do it just for fun.
I wanted to start in Cricut Design Space so that I could show you guys just a couple little tips and tricks to doing HTV, and since we're using Puff, you're going to need to use, some tricks. So with this one, this is the design that we're going to do. I just got this off of Google, just cleaned it up. I will link below a video showing you how to clean up images off Google. I've sized it to the size I want, but I actually think I want it a little bit bigger. This is going on an adult large, so I think we'll make it about 9.6 inches, although it's 9.66, and homie don't run like that, so we're going to make it 9.56 because we don't do this 666. So what we're going to go ahead and do is, this image, because it doesn't have any writing, doesn't necessarily need to be mirrored. But I'm going to mirror it just to show you guys a quick trick and how I kind of do things to save myself forgetting to mirror things. So here over in Cricut Design Space, if you look at the top, there's a little button called flip. And if you click that and you flip horizontally, it will actually mirror your image. So if I had words, let's just make a quick word so you guys can see this. So we'll just put in hello. And I know I have a capital letter where it shouldn't be, but that's okay. This is just to show you. So if we had a word that we wanted to cut, all you have to do is click flip and flip horizontal, and you'll see that now it is mirrored. So that's just a quick trick from me to you. But we don't need that, so we'll go ahead and delete it. Go ahead and click make it. And you'll see here, because I'm using my Maker 3, that it's going to ask if I want to use a mat or without a mat. We want to use the mat. Go ahead and click done. So our design is right here on our mat, ready to go. Click continue, and it's going to bring up your cut settings. Now, this vinyl gets cut on everyday iron-on. It cuts really, really well on this setting, but I would recommend doing some test cuts before you start. If you looked over in my layers tab, you saw there was a little star. That was my test cut just to make sure that it was going to cut really well on my machine. Now what I'm going to do is show you the Puff vinyl because you're going to want to really take some extra care when working with this because it's a little bit different than what you would normally see. So I wanted to show you kind of the difference here with this HTV. So a lot of times you'll see people say put the shiny side down when cutting HTV. This is not the case for this product. So I have this with the vinyl side up, so the HTV side up. And if you look at the back, do you see how dull the back is? Can you see how much reflection you're getting on this side from my overhead light? And then if you look at this side, there's no reflection. This side is actually the carrier sheet side. So this side is the side that's gonna go down onto your mat. If you're ever questioning it, just grab your pin pen and you can just simply peel up a corner of the product. And you'll see here that this side is the carrier sheet side. I'll try to get you guys a close view of this so you can see. Can you kind of see the corner? I don't know how well you guys can see that. So I always recommend kind of peeling just to see, so you can tell which side is which. So we have our white one, and you'll see here that if I peel it back, this part here is your vinyl, and then this part is the carrier sheet side. So that's something to definitely look at before you start cutting with this vinyl. So when you load it onto your mat, it's going to go with this frosted side down. That is your carrier sheet. The other thing that you'll notice is that your carrier sheet is actually not going to be sticky. So I'm going to show you guys how to make sure that it stays on your shirt where you want it. So what we'll do, I'm going to pull the Maker 3 in here, and we're going to load this. Again, we have the vinyl side up, the HTV side up. Load this. And if you have the new Maker and the Explorer, you'll see that your buttons are a little bit different, but they still do the same functions. So what this does now is it pulls this in and measures your material to make sure that you have enough. And then it's going to ask me to hit the go button, which is this little play button. It'll check my tool, and then it will start cutting. Now that it's done cutting, all we have to do is unload it. And I'm gonna go ahead and push the machine out of the way. And this is such an easy HTV to see what's cut, so it's really great. But I'm gonna flip my mat over and flip it that way. And I always recommend keeping the plastic carrier sheet, like the cover for your mat, because it'll keep any dirt and debris off of your mat. So you'll always want to replace this after you cut, just to keep like hair and dirt and dust off of it. And I don't know if you guys can see, I'll move it up a little bit, see if you guys can see. Can you see how well you can see the lines on our carrier sheet? This is super easy to weed. It's really easy to see on this side as well. So what I'm gonna do is trim this off. So I like to kind of trim around my image pretty close. It depends on how you want to do it. Some people like to cut a full square out. I just like to trim kind of around the image, because sometimes I'll use some of these little scraps for things. So I will take that off right there, set that over to the side. So I'm going to go ahead and weed this out. This is super easy to weed, so let's take a look. Now, once you're done weeding, again, you'll notice that the carrier sheet isn't sticky at all. This has no stick to it. So what you'll want to do is have some heat tape handy. I just use Caesar heat tape. It's really easy to work with, super inexpensive. I'll link everything that we're using down below, and don't forget that you can use code Corinne to save 5% at 143 Vinyl on your purchase. But we're going to use a Gildan soft style shirt. So this is a heather color, but this is a 90% cotton one, so this one isn't for sublimation. But I'm going to use this shirt, and I think this Minnie Mouse is going to be adorable on it. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and first fold this in half, just so I can see where center is on it, and I just crease it right here at the tippy top, just right where center is. And that way it's a little easier to center it on my shirt. I'm going to go about 3 fingers down from the collar when doing this size shirt, and then I just sort of eyeball. I'm pretty good at the eyeballing. That looks really even, but again, because this does not have a like sticky carrier sheet, you're gonna want to hold this down so that it doesn't move when you go to press it. So I'm just gonna use some Caesar heat tape. Again, really inexpensive, works great, and it comes on this little roll. You can put it in a little dispenser, but I don't have one. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of tape around the design in just a couple spots just to hold it down. That way it doesn't move when I go to put it on my press. You're gonna need to set your heat press to 285, and this is gonna press on a medium to firm pressure for 10 to 12 seconds. Then on your second press, you will need to remove your carrier sheet, and then we will re-press the shirt again for 10 to 12 seconds with a medium to firm pressure. That's gonna give us the best puff. So you're also gonna wanna make sure that you remove any kind of heat barrier, like your Teflon sheet, parchment paper, anything like that for your second press. I'm gonna take you guys over to the heat press so that I can show you everything that I'm talking about. I have a pressing pillow under my shirt. You can see right there is a nice pressing pillow. That just helps get a nice even pressure and keeps any of the seams out of the way. So as you can see, I have my item tight down, and like you see here, it's not sticky, so it curls up a little, but that's okay. The The press is set to 285 degrees, and we're gonna press it for 10 to 12 seconds with the carrier sheet on it. This is really easy part. Again, we're gonna use medium to firm pressure. This is a 2-step press. So once it's done pressing there, what you're gonna do is peel off the carrier sheet from your vinyl. So this is a 2-step process. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you're aware of that. If you only press it once, it's not going to puff the way you want it to. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the tape off. I find taking the tape off a little bit easier first, and then I peel off the carrier sheet. You'll wanna go pretty slow, just to be safe, but it really should come off no problem. And you'll see that it does have a slight puff right now, just a slight puff, nothing crazy, but we're gonna get it real puffy. So what I'm gonna do is just make sure it's flat. Oh, it feels so nice. And what I'm gonna do now is, again, press it for another 10 to 12 seconds on that medium to firm pressure. I almost forgot, and I told you guys, you wanna take off your Teflon sheet because it needs to be right on the hot plate. So what I do is I take my magnets down from one side, and then I just tuck my Teflon sheet over to the side. And when I press down, I just make sure that my Teflon sheet's not there. I almost forgot that step, and that is a really important step to remember. So just keep in mind that you don't want any heat barrier between the shirt and the press when you press for the second time. Again, 10 to 12 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and lift. And this is gonna be super duper puffy. Now I'm gonna let this cool off a bit. That way you guys can really get a good look at it. It's so cute and so fun. I can't wait to show you what it looks like. Here is our shirt all done. I love it. I think it came out really, really cute. But a couple things to note is you'll wanna wait 24 hours before washing this. And you will also want to make sure that you're not using any harsh detergents or bleach, and tumble dry low, though I would personally recommend just hang dry just to be safe. You also don't want to stretch this puff HTV because it does lead to cracking, so just keep that in mind. This is not a stretchy type of HTV. This is so cute, so easy to work with, and I really love how soft it is. This is a really fun brand new product that you can get from 143vinyl.com, and you can save 5% by using code Corinne at checkout. Look at how cute and puffy this is. I feel like this is going to be a really popular product, and I hope they come out with more colors soon. If you guys have questions, let me know in those comments down below. Be sure to check out my website. Have a great day and happy crafting.